grow 148 lettuces within 3 months.
Mm.
Now that takes up literally 4 inches by 4 inches. So I can have multiple things growing less less than a post, for a washing line. I can do that. So I'm trying to educate people. You can grab it inside. Maybe if you're in a flat, if you're in a London flat, you can do it yourself.
Never
But
say 4 inch. Never say 4 inch to a bloke because they'd only have half of what you've planted. Because they always try to make things bigger.
I don't. I've had the best jokes. I've had what a huge erection you've got.
Oh, you get it all on this channel. Karma hasn't been in yet, or Mr. Blue. Don't worry.
my
It's
my
bad boy you want to look for.
my neighbours aren't quite happy with me having several posts, but when I get 148 lettuces, I will go and swap that with the local farm, and I'll say, I can give you 100 organic lettuces grown, and come on, what will you give me? And they will give me beef. I don't eat meat myself, but my grandchildren do, and my children do. So
So
I will swap.
this sounds like the good life.
This is. I will walk up to the nearest farm, and I will say, okay, can you give me fresh milk, non-pasteurized? I swap. I do a swap. I don't do money. I don't want anything monetarial. So that's just how I live life.
Mm.
That's how I get about. And I have vegetables. I have asparagus growing in my windowsill. I don't even get 2 hours of sunlight in my kitchen, but I have asparagus growing. I've even grown grapes. My house, unfortunately, is in a really shady spot. So I asked the school, can I use that little bit of plot? And I said, can I teach the children how to grow from seed, from cuttings? So we went
Mm.
around, they had to supervise and get permission, everything. And then we went around and we took cuttings, which is basically you see a plant you like, you take up the top, you tip off the tip, the very tip that's growing, you knock that off with your finger, your first finger and your thumb, knock that off, right? And then you pull back the first set of leaves, pull them off, from the top down, you pull them back, and you take a little 2 centimeter, you put that in a hormone growth, a little bit of soil, a little bit of
Baby
hormone,
bio.
and it will grow its own plant, its own family, its own derivative. I've found some do well, some don't, some die.
Dad
But
used to be really, really bad like that. We used to call him Snip Snip because every time, because we used to work on the building, every time we went into a garden, he'd always take a cutting or something wrapped in wet
yeah,
kitchen roll. We used to call him Snip Snip and Squirrel.
exactly. So sometimes you have to put it in wet kitchen roll, as you say, keep it in the fridge for 2, 3 months before you can plant it. You know yourself.
Yeah.
Now they've come forward in science. You can literally just put it in for like 2, 3 days, right? It's a little bit cold. Like in your top shelf where you keep all the sauces and things, which you flip up. Used to be eggs, didn't it? But no more. So you can do that, right? And then you can literally plant it with, you dip it in root hormone. It's about £8 for a little bottle, but it's as if you lick your finger and put it in sherbet dip. It's a tiny bit,
Mm.
you'll take it every time. So I plant it and I say, it's from here, it's this date, it's from this bush. Basically, it's the gate, it's the garden, it's the neighbour's gardens. So I'm like, it's from number 193. I just take clip. I don't even ask them. Why would they even be bothered? So I just,
Gail, can I just say thank you so much for coming on and saying hello to us.
oh, do you know what, Tony? I feel a bit rude. I'm sorry. I haven't even said hello to you. Hello.
No, we never say hello to Tony. But can I just say, Queen, you're on thin ice, love. You're on thin ice.
Queen. Queen. I
Queen.
know. What
Queen
she
Ninja.
said?
She's
said-
just joking. One moment. You know,
one thing that Mr. Hut.
Oh no, no! I think you're a sexy little soldier, aren't you? I
Oh,
think I
I
need.
tell you what,
My
I tell you what, always go for the older women because they're more appreciative and they can't get away from you that easy. There you go.
What do you mean older? What? Don't judge me.
I never judge anybody. I don't judge anybody by the cover. That marketplace, don't you start, please.
Right, right. I've lived a life of vegetarianism. I'm absolutely great until I got this respiratory problem. I used to run every day. I did the London Marathon. I'm really fit to look at. You wouldn't expect, but all of a sudden my lungs just went to crap, and it's affected my entire life. I'm so
yeah,
fit.
Gail, I understand that. I've had 2 collapsed left lungs, and I've been a mess. I used to run marathons. I used to run 10
Yeah,
kilometers
yeah,
virtually every day. Now
yeah.
I don't because I'm getting old. I'm 57.
No, I'm not far off you, Tony. I'm not far off you, but everybody thinks I was in Asda the other day with my grandson, and he's 16, then he's 17. Big tall lad, big buff boy, into the gym, and he keeps saying, "Grandma, feel my arms." I was like, bloody hell. I'm not feeling your arms. It feels a bit fucking weird. Feel your arms. But he's so proud. He said, "Oh, I did weightlifting like you. I did weightlift. I was 3-4 hours in the gym. I did 6 miles every morning, and then I'd look after my grandkids. But I need to move somewhere now, which is better for my health. And I don't want to leave my grandkids. But this country is going to shit,
Mhm.
absolute shit. So I want to give them somewhere to escape to when it all
Do,
goes tits up. They
do
can
you know
come to
what?
me.
It's much more cheaper to have a holiday abroad, and it's much more cheaper now to buy something abroad. I
No,
mean,
it's not. It's not. It's not because I bought a place. I've got a place abroad. I've got two actually. My husband died. I can't, mate. I didn't
sorry
even
to hear
know.
that.
He didn't tell me, about the money that went into it. So
Mm,
I thought you buy it, it's yours. You go over when you want. I didn't know in certain countries like Cyprus. So we bought a home in Cyprus, a villa in Cyprus, and I didn't know you've got to pay as if you live there. So you've got to pay the same amount of bills, a little bit more actually, than we pay here. So he was paying like 2,800 a month to pretend we live there, to be like a citizen. And then we could go over as and when we want. Oh, I didn't know he was working so hard. He's doing
mm.
overtime, and I was like, "Baby, don't do that. You don't have to do that at your age." He eventually he died. He died of cancer, and what can I do? What can I do about that? But um, I was just gutted because I spoke to, when you go, they read you the will. It's not like on American fucking TV where they read you the will. They just go, basically you've got this, basically you've got that, and we're all a bit in shock. And then I went,
Yeah,
my
I've got that to come soon, so
pardon?
I wouldn't have the first clue what I
No,
don't know.
it's shit. It's shit. It's shit. So they said you own this property. You can't the next month's rent, mortgage payment. And I went, no, we bought it. And they went, no, you have bought it outright, but your next month's payment, like automatic for bills and stuff,
That's
is if
where
you
they
live
get
there.
you.
So they said it was like €2,500.
Mm,
And I said, well, what? What the fuck? So that is maintenance on top of you pay like pool maintenance. It was like an Olympic sized swimming pool and stuff. And I was like, behind it, which you have
and
access to. And I was
site
like, no.
maintenance and everything. Yeah,
So
single part.
but then I'm paying my fees, but people who are living there ain't paying their fees. So if I went over there with my children, which I did, to say goodbye and collect all our belongings, which were there, you bring tables and chairs and furniture and whatever. And obviously, some of it was personal, photographs and things like that. And then I went over and they didn't even have use of the pool, even though I was paying maintenance just because someone else didn't. They didn't do it. Fuck off.
Hello, Queen Ninja.
Hello.
Don't let
Hi,
Queen
I
back
come
you
on to-
because she's waiting
I've
to
already-
pounce. She's like a puma.
I've only come on to one, Paolo.
Queen Ninja, can I just
I'm
say,
joking.
I had a very best friend in primary school, and she looked Amanda, and she looks exactly like you, and we've
Oh,
stayed
thank you.
friends for 40 odd years. And honestly, last time she video called me, I was in tears. I actually thought that was her now, trying to prank me. I was like, I'm close to tears, mate. Just looking so beautiful.
Thanks.
What time?
Ooh,
Yeah,
I'm
that one.
sorry. Oh, who's got the baby?
Actually, no.
No, it's alright, it's my son.
Hello again, Fusilier.
It's only 7-8.
Anyway, I didn't mean to ramp it up. I was just saying what Steve said or heard. I don't like to repeat stuff and, go here to there and whatever, but I said, what you're saying is out of order. He went on to Tim, how flat, him and that No More Lies. He was saying, how flat is your wife now? Laugh out loud. And they were both laughing, both fucking laughing. And then he said he came on here and said, sorry. So he's covering his tracks, but he's laughing in the background. And he said, well, I tell you what, if his missus dies of cancer, we know it's because of his own poison. We all know that, don't we? No. How dare you say that? He hasn't got a wife. He hasn't got kids. He was talking about something. It was his children, Zara's children. He was saying he physically saw him smash her phone into her head. He's done for life. She's going to kill herself. She doesn't love her children. He was just saying the most vile things about people, and they ain't bothered. I personally thought that Zara go, I'm not talking to you anymore after the things
But
that you said
anyway,
about other people.
this is a different chat. We're having fun.
Okay, no,
Let's
I'm
have
just
a
saying.
joke.
Let's all change. I'm just saying.
Until Tony sees it, which you will.
All I wanted you to do was sing a song for me, and I've chosen my song.
Go on then.
Go on then. I need you to know the words. Tony might have to pull it up or something.
Well, I hope he does. I hope you don't sing along.
I can't sing along. Are you joking?
No,
Queen
Tony.
Ninja, how are you, beautiful? You make my.
Alright, thank you.
You actually look a lot like my mum. Bit weird. My mum. It would have been my mum's birthday now.
Alright.
No, Tony, don't look like my fucking mum.
Oh, you want to see? You want to see him with a wig?
Sorry for swearing. You're not allowed to swear anymore, are you? Tony looks like my mum if I shaved her head. That would have been funny.
Oh.
No, I bet your mum would have smiled a lot more.
My mum has natural blonde hair like that. Like, you can tell it's natural. Proper natural.
Yeah, I'm blonde. What little hair I've got left is blonde.
Go on, then.
Tony.
What song you think?
Tony, does the curtain match the drapes?
Take it back.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Tyler.
Hello, my darling. Ain't nothing wrong with showing your chart. Hello, you've got elf pajamas on. My grandson's got those.
You can't show children on this channel.
Oh, you can. Oh, do you know what? I'll show. Oh, shut up with all that shit with bugger
It soon goes round. Don't worry.
You know what? Do you know what really got me? they had such a problem showing a child, and I said to them, right, look at every single fucking advert. So swearing again, I'll try and stop effing doing that.
Oh,
But
carry on. It stops us from doing it.
I said, honest to God, look at every single advert. Do you not see children? Oh, do you turn around and call John Lewis a nonce for showing fucking effing children? I said, no, you don't. No, you don't. But you see a glimpse of a child on here, and you go, oh, he must be a pedo.
That's it.
No.
Weird to think that way. I don't think that way. I see a child and I see that's delightful. It's delightful. Look at the interaction. It's beautiful. What the hell is wrong with people?
Tyler loves listening to Tony. He loves it because Tony is his best mate. Oh, Sandra, how are you doing, Angel?
Hello, Sandra Martin.
Oh my God, is this the prolific Sandra Martin? I've heard so much about.
It's Sandy.
Sandra, you've put up with so much shit. Oh my gosh, my lady. Massive
My
respect.
little goddess.
Upstairs.
Right. Can I just say to Tyler, I know I don't think there's a backstage here, is there? I was gonna I've got a little voucher that I bought for one of the nieces and the nephews, and apparently they've gone abroad, they don't want it. You know, you fall out with the parents and they take it out on the kids type of thing. Like a £50 Smith's voucher. If you want it, I don't know how to I've just got to screenshot it, you know, the code in that. £50. You can spend it online, you can spend it in the store. But I'll give that to little Tyler. I've got no other kids. They've all been spoiled anyway. So
Where do you come from, Gail?
Oh, originally, Dagenham. But I think that my accent has like, calmed down. I've moved to sort of just, I wouldn't say it's Liverpool, but it's like outside Liverpool.
Hello.
Just north of Liverpool. But it's very rural, so it's hard to explain. And I don't really want to put myself on the map because even if you went on Google Maps, you'd be like,
I understand.
it looks
Do
fucking green.
you actually follow quite a lot of people on YouTube then?
Yeah, well, I got introduced to this community about 9 months ago. I wouldn't even call you a community because there's nothing about you that is community. Sorry, come on, speak, sweetheart. She just come on. I don't want to answer questions when. If I answer questions,
Card holder.
Oh no, I'm just asking, sweetheart. You know, just get to know you a little bit more. You know.
No, I don't fit in up here. I don't fit in whatsoever. But to be honest, no one talks to each other. Everyone keeps themselves. I had to actually walk onto a farm, which some farmer held a fucking shotgun right up to me and went, "Why are you on my land?" And I was like, "See, stupid."
Yeah.
She's gone. Why are you doing that to each other? Really?
No, because it actually came up with an error on Queen's picture, and I went like, because she went like that.